these $1,500 hounds.
Where's your donkey?
My donkey.
You ain't got no donkey?
I tied him up outside.
Okay, well, we'll go see him, okay?
I'm gonna leave you, 'cause you don't treat me right.
I sell the cars and she does the book work.
Now, however, science has given us a wonderful new discovery.
Hi, folks. This is Tommy Thomas, your Chevrolet dealer in Panama City.
See that? Put it on cracker. That's the cracker it's on. You can't hardly see the cracker.
It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones.
Good morning. Glad to have you with us on Down Home in the Tri-States. We're on every Saturday morning at, well, we're on at 5:30, okay? If you're on DirecTV, and I don't know if it's Dish is the same way, but DirecTV's got us listed at 5 o'clock, and shame on DirecTV. I'll tell you what, if you got DirecTV, get rid of them, okay? Get you an antenna or get you a dish or something. But if you got DirecTV, get rid of them, okay? They got us, people are missing this show that records it. They set it for 5 o'clock, which that's what time it says it comes on. It don't come on at 5:30. And it comes on at 5:30. Channel 13 airs it at 5:30, but DirecTV's got it listed at 5. People look on there, they set their recorders for 5 o'clock, and they get that some kind of dumb house show or something. I don't know what it is on there, but anyway, or where it comes from. But my show comes on at 5:30, okay? And they're recording the house show, and what good's that gonna do them? It ain't gonna do them no good if they're trying to watch my show. But anyway, we'll be telling you more about that. Said Ron, I still enjoy your show and have been for years. I was wondering if you could play the Cook Whitehead commercial again. You played it not long ago. It was 1991 or 1990, and this is sent in by Purvis Painting, James Dean Purvis.
The leadership celebration continues on our entire inventory at Cook Whitehead Ford. How would you like to own a new F-Series truck with lots of equipment, including factory air, for only $95 down plus tax, title, and tag, and $95 per month? That's correct. $95 down plus tax, title, and tag, and $95 per month gets you into America's best-selling vehicle, the 91 F-Series truck, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Call us. We'll meet you anytime, day or night, at Cook Whitehead Ford in Panama City.
How about that? So, and to answer your question on down here, let's see, he says he loves to come on down to the farm, and I will get you a copy of that. And also, to answer your other question, yes, I will. We're gonna have this show. We're gonna continue this show, absolutely. So anyway, so put me in for the drawing. We'll put you in 2 times. We're gonna put you in starting today. How about that? We're gonna be giving a catfish holder away today. Richard Clark's famous catfish holder. Okay, let's see. Bryant Sewell. Well, y'all have seen Bryant on this show before. His dad was Roy Sewell. He was the Sewell Motors, and Roy passed away. I believe it was last year he did. But anyway, we went and been wanting to do a show with Bryant over at his. He said he lives in his daddy's place, his place where he grew up, going to school. A lot of you probably know him. He went to school here in Washington County. But Bryant Sewell, we did a program with him. We're gonna have that. I'm gonna try to get on. Not next week, because we're going to have part 2 of the show we're having on today, but I'm going to try to get on the week after that. So y'all mark your calendar, and if you have to get up at 5, get up at 5. If they ain't going to change it, we're going to get something done. If I have to get me a lawyer, we're going to get something done about this time. I admit, a lot of people are upset with this thing. And I called the direct corporate office the other day, and I didn't get anywhere with them. Like a bunch of people with, you know what, stuck up there, you know what. But anyway, we'll get something. We'll get something done about it. I guarantee you, one way or the other. We'll get somewhere on at 5:30. You know, where it's recorded anyway. All right, let me see what else we got. Oh yeah, look at these fish. Mark Russian sent these pictures to me. He's been going snapper fishing lately here. Boy, he's been doing good. I tell you what. And we might try to cook up a fish fry sometime. How about that? Here in the near future. Today we're going to have part 1 of Eric Toole with Jody Oshina over at Cottonwood Equestrian Center. That's in Cottonwood, Alabama. We're going to have part 1 of that on today. That's a pretty good little program for what I've I've got part 1 done already, and that looks, from what I've seen, looks pretty good. So she's a very professional lady in what she does. So also Veronica Jones, who is running for candidate, I believe in District 3. She's having a fish fry today, July 23rd. That's today at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Y'all write this down because everybody's invited. You ain't got to be a candidate or anything like that. She's running in Washington County for District 3, but it's 3189 Highway 277, Vernon. 3189 Highway 277, Vernon. When you get into Vernon, if you take 277, Highway 277, and when you get up to past the school and all there, where you turn right on Pioneer Road to go to Warsaw, don't turn there, just keep going until you see, I don't know exactly where it is myself, but it's 3189 Highway 277, Vernon, Florida. The fish fry for anybody that wants to come today to meet and greet and shake hands with everybody. You don't even have to, I guess, live in Washington County. But anyway, she's inviting everybody. So that's Veronica Jones. Veronica Jones, no kin to me. Probably somewhere way down the line we might be with the same last name. But anyway, so that's today. Y'all don't miss it. Write it down. Y'all go see it. Go get you some fish. Let's see, I'll tell you about that, I'll tell you about that. I think that's about all we got. We're going to be giving away Richard Clark's famous catfish holder today. Okay, if y'all ain't got your names in, well, you won't be able to win it. So we're all going to give that away today, and we'll be back in just a minute with that drawing, so y'all stay with us.
Angel's Buffet and Catering is rated the #1 restaurant in Chipley, Florida by TripAdvisor. You know, I hear every day that there's just no good places to eat in Chipley, Florida. Well, that's because they've never checked out Angel's across from Tractor Supply. I've eaten at a lot of down-home restaurants in my time, and I got to tell you, I have advertised a lot of them on my show. But I have to tell you this, you have to stop by Angel's on Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida. It's across from Tractor Supply. Angel's is absolutely the best.
3 days in a row. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. There is nothing like this food. You cannot go wrong with Angel's Buffet.
My name is Angel, and today is Family and Friends Day. On Family and Friends Day, we have 8 meats and 12 vegetables and 7 to 8 different cakes and pies.
Angel's Buffet and Catering, Highway 77, Chipley, Florida, across from Tractor Supply.
You're my latest soul.
All right, here we go. First drawing is going to be for Angel's Buffet, Sunday lunch buffet in Chipley, Florida on Highway 77. That's for 2, and it's a Sunday buffet. So this is going to go to Robert Turner. Robert Turner. He lives in Chipley, Florida. Robert, you got lunch buffet for 2 at Angel's in Chipley, Florida. Let's see who's going to get the catfish holder, Richard Clark's famous catfish holder. Let me move these things up some, and I got to just mix them up, put that back in there. Mix them all up. Everybody wants to win that thing. So let me pull this one out right here and see what it says. Oops, got 2. I got 2, so when I do that, I'm going to automatically throw them back in, okay? Because I ain't going to I don't want to cheat anybody. I don't do that. So let's see what we got. There's one that fell out too. My thing's overrunning. So let me pull it up a little bit. There we go, right there. All right, here we go. Somebody's going to get it right here. It is going to go to Mr. Jim Swire. Telosia, Florida, Jim Swire, Telosia, Florida. You got the catfish holder, okay? Catfish holder. You're going to have to go to Main Street Market and pick it up, Jim. Got to go to Main Street Market and pick it up, okay? Well, I'll have it up there within a week or so. You might want to call the number on the screen and make sure it's there, okay? It's Main Street Market in Chipley, Florida.
Dennis Creamer has been in the shoe business repairing shoes for a long time. He started work after Reverend W.C. Clarence Wyndham opened for business in 1959 in Mariana.
Mr. Wyndham was the original owner of the shoe shop and sold out to me in 1984. Mr. Wyndham has passed on. He was my mentor and one that trained me. He was like a daddy.
Worn heel, hole in your shoe, but you love your shoe. Dennis can save you a lot of money. Renew it at Wyndham's. Check out the new line of Justin Chippewa and Double H boots, American made. Wyndham Shoe Shop across from the courthouse in Mariana, Florida. You can also enter in the back on Market Street. Go see them, Wyndham's. Good Christian folks you can trust.
I've been a fisherman most of my life, and there's one thing that I know. You ain't got very much of a boat if you don't have a rhino. No wood to rot, it'll never rust. It's a boat you can always trust. Now you know what I know. Make your boat rode a rhino.
Everybody loves Rhino. Get yours at Joe's Motor Service, Hartford, Alabama.
Here today with Jody Oshina. She's with Cottonwood Equestrian Center Incorporated, which is located between Cottonwood and 231 on D. Hodges Road. She has a equestrian training center. She can take anyone from any stage of riding experience. And we also got Beckham here with us. Jody, tell us a little bit about what you have going on at the center, what you offer. Tell the people if they need to get in touch with you, how to get in touch with you, and just what do you do here?
Well, thank you, Eric, for coming out.
Okay.
And as a multi-discipline, multi-breed rider and trainer, we take riders from, like you said, from the very beginning to have never been on a horse and always wanted to do so, to world levels, to FEI, Federation Equestrian International skill level. And it doesn't matter what horse you want to do it on, whatever horse is your passion is the one that we'll work with.
And you show yourself and you compete in some of these shows yourself.
Yes.
And so she actually knows what's going on. She does have a course set up for dressage.
For dressage,
and,
hunters, competitive trail, pretty much anything that you want to do, except for driving. We don't do driving here.
And so if you just want to know how to ride a horse, take care of a horse, Jody will be the one to tell you. The way to get here, if you're in the Panama City area, most any area, hit 231. If you're headed north, you're going to be about 4 miles above the state line. You're going to be D. Hodge Road, and you'll turn to the east. If you're coming from Dothan, 231 south, D. Hodge would be still to the east, be just south of Dothan Livestock. How would they get in touch with you if anyone would get in touch with you?
Multiple ways. You're welcome to call the farm at 334-648-1103, or you can email me at Jody, Jodi, at cottonwoodequestriancenter.com. You're welcome to visit the website to take a small virtual tour of the farm and facility, as well as get an idea of what we can offer you, whether it's boarding, training, sales, lessons. We have a wide variety of everything the area requests.
Okay. Part of what we're going to do today is we're actually going to shoot at a show at a later date, but Jody's going to take us through. It's more to it. It doesn't matter if you're showing a chicken or showing a cow, a hog, or competing on a horse. There's more to it than just showing up on that day. And okay, I'm going to show this. You got to work with it, and we're going to go through a brief synopsis of what she does to get prepared for a show. With Beckham here, tell us a little bit about Beckham.
Well, Beckham is my 7-year-old Dutch warm blood, and I think he's pretty awesome, so he is known in the show ring as something awesome. And he looks like he's ready to join the medieval times and do some jousting games right now, because this is pajamas that help him keep that nice, beautiful show coat. I always tell any individual, adult or not, looking to get into horses, either seriously to compete in the show ring or just to become a better pleasure rider and never see the show ring, that the world of horse sports is 75% work and 25% fun.
Well, he acts like he's anxious to get started, so we're going to get started, and we'll be back after these messages.
Seminole Feed from Main Street Market. When people care about their pets and animals, they want the best. That's why they feed them Seminole Feed, the world's best equine food. High fat, calorie rich, feed for breeding, performance, endurance, and show horses. Premium performance dog food, 26% crude protein. Don't settle for any less. Check out the complete line of Seminole Feed at Main Street Market. Seminole Feed, the best you can get.
Hey, you need it? We've got Main Street Market. We're located on the corner of Highway 90 and 77 in Chipley, Florida.
King's Discount Drugs and King's Outdoors in Chipley, Florida has always been Northwest Florida's top choice for prescriptions, outdoor sporting equipment, and special gifts and jewelry. For over 38 years, people have trusted and relied on King's Drugs for friendly, hometown personal service. King's Outdoors has served the hunting, fishing, and sporting needs for outdoorsmen and women throughout Northwest Florida. Ladies, for all your shooting needs or for just protection, King's Outdoors offers special service to help you with your needs. Come see the entire friendly staff at King's Drugs and King's Outdoors on Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida.
Here at King's Discount Drugstore, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
Well, we're gonna take off all of his playtime gear, and I'll keep this type of sheet on year-round, or excuse me, not year-round, but in the summertime until it's either too hot to wear, or, for example, if this hood gets too hot after a while, then I just won't put it on him. I would rather see his coat get faded than him be uncomfortable, because even though it's a labor of love to keep a horse show prep ready, I do not believe in sacrificing the happiness of a horse for the sake of a show ring. And that's why it's important to make sure that what horse you have enjoys the type of work you're having him do. Not every horse is meant for the type of work that maybe you want to do. And
well, they have personalities just like we do.
Absolutely, and the ones that truly love their jobs are the ones that are the great masters of the show ring in their respective sports. So it's important, like any athlete, to make sure we know what their strengths are so they can absolutely excel at whatever they're going to do best in.
Now, how tall is he?
Beckham is 17 hands.
He's a pretty good sized horse.
17. He's a pretty big boy.
Now, like Noah, he doesn't know, and a lot of our viewers may not know, approximately how many inches is a hand?
Excellent question. A hand originated with an approximate measurement of 4 inches because when this was first designed, as best as history can show us, we're looking at an average of a 4-inch span.
Right.
And 4 inches per hand means that if we don't make it to a full 4 inches, a horse can be, for example, and not just 14 hands. If they're 14.1, we'll say, it would be 14.1. That would be 14 hands plus 1 inch. You will also have a variation of, again, for example, 14.2 and 14.3. I've heard some people from time to time say, oh, my horse was 14.5 or 14.6. There's no such animal, literally. That's a misnomer.
It's only 4 inches. You don't need 6.
No, but
if I
you'd be
counted
surprised
right
sometimes. But it's just a matter of some people just don't know, and that's okay. But, I mean, we'll all learn something new every day.
Do what, Noah?
If I counted right, 17 times 4, that would be 68.
68 inches.
You're better and faster than I am. That's why I do this for a living, not more. This horse is as much my teacher as I am his, because they do have their own personalities, and they can certainly teach us a lot about not just them, but ourselves.
Right.
We often learn just how intuitive we are about certain things that we're looking to problem solve. We might learn that, hey, maybe I need to have a little bit more patience. If this were a human athlete, we might need to address the situation a little differently. Instead of saying, well, it's an animal and I'm just going to demand and I'm just going to get. Animal doesn't feel that way.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what we think, it matters what they think. So,
well, as far as brushing him, what are you doing? Is that the purpose of that?
Well, this helps lift the rest of the dirt and dander out of the saddle area. And with a quick upward stroke, this is actually, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, this is actually picking up some of the dirt and the old winter coat coming out.
Yeah, you don't need a winter coat right now, that's for sure.
No, and he is pretty slick right now because that's what those pajamas are for. It helps keep the nice glistening shine that you see on his coat there, instead of him rolling around, you know, all piggish 24/7 and just getting filthy. And also, much like the sun lightens our hair, it lightens their hair, which for us, that's great. For me, I love it, but for a black horse, that's a lot more work.
Yes.
Every horse here has a custom feed program specific to their needs, because being a multi-discipline and multi-breed farm, everything from youngsters to retired horses that don't have a job except to enjoy their old age here, they all have different nutritional requirements. For example, being what he is, he's mainly from Hanoverian lines, and he is a hotter type of performance horse. He does a lot of work. Sometimes it takes a little to keep weight on him because he does work hard. But he might eat less than the retired thoroughbred because the thoroughbred has a much faster metabolism. Pick out his hooves really quick. We sure don't want to ever ride a horse or put one away without checking their hooves, because they could very easily have a little pebble or something stuck in it.
Could they injure themselves?
Well,
it could be
yes,
injured.
Mildly, because it would be like you walking around with a marble in your shoe, and it won't kill you, it won't break your foot, but boy,
But it hurts.
It sure will.
I can see it's in the stars, this love's going down. I'm about to drown and I can't let it show. That feeling from her eyes is a cold wind blowing.
The best way to protect your stuff and keep it out of the elements is a quality, inexpensive, well-constructed pole barn kit from Surplus and Salvage of Chipley. Known for many years as the headquarters for pole barn kits, Surplus and Salvage of Chipley has got just about any size you need. Surplus and Salvage of Chipley has got them all the way up to the huge 32x60. Check them out. Tell them Ron sent you. They'll treat you right, and we certainly would appreciate it. Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308. Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing.
It's not always bad news. Sometimes it's just a pressure switch or a start capacitor. I'm here to help. Stay Right pumps, stainless pumps. They'll warranty that pump for 5 years against corrosion, abrasion, or lightning. I stand behind that warranty as far as honoring the pump. 90% of the time, it's something above ground. I'll be glad to answer the questions over the telephone.
Y'all give him a call. Dow Morris at Easy Care Tree Service says if you've got trees, bring them on. No job is too big or too small. Just tell Dow where you want it. He'll put it on the ground, cut it up, and haul it off, leaving the area nice and clean. Too many of these tree services just come and go, but Dow and Tabitha Morris will be here for you. Dow and Tabitha employ only the highest qualified people to get the job done. And hey, do you do a lot of cooking and smoking on the grill? Easy Care's got your pecan and your oak. Give Dow and Tabitha Morris a call because they are looking out for you. Easy Care Tree Service, the #1 requested tree service in Northwest Florida.
Every horse is different. Sometimes the younger horses that know a little less might require a slightly longer warm-up than the more educated older horse. For Beckham, he generally requires 20 minutes to a half hour to simply warm up. You know, this is a wonderful sport, but it is time consuming.
Oh yeah.
And when I have people ask, well, how much time do I need? The answer usually is, how much time do you have?
I think it depends on the animal.
Depends on the animal, and it also depends on what your goals are. When someone seeks my assistance because they want to get in the show ring, I try very hard to explain to them that there is a lot more that goes on to get to the show ring than actually being at that ring.
Behind the scenes work what makes the show possible.
Exactly. The show is the play. Just like they say the play is the thing, the show is the thing that is a reward for many who want to see what somebody else thinks. But it's important to know that when you go in the ring, you are as prepared as you can be, and that as long as you're happy with your performance and what the horse has done, it doesn't matter what the placing. It's one of the nice things about dressage is that unlike open showing with other horses in the ring at the same time, which I still definitely do enjoy, the nice thing about dressage is that the score from 1 to 10 for each movement is clearly laid out in a judge's sheet for each test, they're called, that we ride. And once the test is placed and it's all scored, we get those tests. So we actually have direct feedback from the judge that will help us know what we did well to keep doing as much as what we need to go home and work on.
Well, that saddle's not your typical Western or English style saddle.
Well, this is a dressage saddle, and there are a few different types of English tack because there are different styles of English riding. Outside of dressage, there is saddle seat, we have hunt seat, polo horses, still an English discipline, but their saddles are even a little different looking from the hunt seat. The Australian stock saddles look a little bit like the dressage saddles and how they're balanced. But again, every saddle has its purpose for the type of use. So they all have an evolution in design to them that help them be best suited for
the thing I noticed about the stirrups are a midget could almost ride that one.
You saying I'm short?
No, I'm just... I better keep my mouth shut because I was thinking of somebody just then.
And while I have been riding for 40 years, I'll leave the math alone as to when that started. I'll just say it's most of my life. I absolutely am a huge advocate, and for many, many, many years have been so, of protective helmet. I don't care how bomb-proof you think your horse is. I don't care how experienced you are. Accidents are called accidents because they're not planned. But when it comes to horses, safety first.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a farm rules sheet that every new client gets when they board a horse here, because I really want to make safety important first. So it is therefore the first rule on that sheet. Just think before you do. It may very well be the thing that saves your life,
oh, yeah,
or your horse's life. It might even save somebody else's life. So, and we're off to go school our horse.
Get me fast, let me know.
Okay. Well, too fast in front isn't the problem. It's too fast behind. No matter what, I'll still catch up with you.
Yeah. No problem.